definitely going to help the production and the secretion of serotonin in the brain, and norepinephrine and dopamine to support the concentration levels as well, because those secretions are very, very important chemicals that always will be shown your blood levels and definitely secreted by the brain. So it's a very good thing that bananas do that. So if you thought that bananas are not good for you, and if you're on a diet especially and you avoiding those calories, well, don't be surprised if you're losing your memory as well, because you've stopped eating those bananas. So come on, you've got to start getting more bananas into your fruit bowl. Coming up after the music, absolutely fantastic music here. I've got Lady in Red, Krista Berg, and Janet Jackson, and I've got Westlife and Cliff Richard, Bachelor Boy, coming up as well. I'm going to do some foods that will help boost your brain memory, so don't go away from your seat and keep in tune.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Enjoy.
So we're talking about memory and the best things to do to improve your memory, and the best way to improve anything is to grab the food right in front of you. I'm also going to be doing what is bad for your memory, so don't go too far, as I said, and stay in tune. And if you want to go somewhere, postpone it for another half an hour, because you're going to hear all about it now. We're going to do the best foods to boost your brain and memory, and there's definitely a list of things that you can eat and stock up in your fridge and refrigerator, freezer, to get your memory going. So what are they? Fatty fish. Definitely people talk about brain foods. Fatty fish is one of them that is at the top of the list. Blueberries is a fruit that you definitely want to stock up on, because it's very, very good for your memory. Turmeric, believe it or not, turmeric is something that you can enjoy. Maybe mix it up in cold water and have a little bit in the morning, or add it to your food, they say, and it's very, very good for your memory. Broccoli is good for your memory, although I know a lot of people don't like broccoli, but then you can actually cut it up in small pieces. There, here am I, giving you recipes. But one of the ways that I like it anyway is to just have it with a dip. Okay, just make a little dip, and you can have the broccoli with that, and cut up some carrots as well, and you can have that, or mushrooms, and you can have that as a dip for dinner or lunch. And it's best for lunch when you come to work, and it's a quick thing to quickly grab on for energy. And you can also eat pumpkin seed, so you can grab that and put it in a little container, the experts say, and chew that through work. It's very, very good for your brain. Dark chocolate, okay. A lot of people like dark chocolate. I don't, but anyway, if you like dark chocolate, you'd be happy to hear that it's very, very good for your brain. And nuts. I've known about nuts all along, and I'm very surprised and happy that as you're passing the supermarket shelves these days to go and cash up your items, you are finding more that they are stocking up on nuts on those counters. So most definitely stock up on your nuts, because you have a lot of raw nuts, which is good for you and more healthy than the dry roasted version. Not a lot of people like the raw nuts, because it doesn't have a richer taste, and as rich a taste as the dry roasted version. But yes, I think you can get your brain to like it. You've heard of acquired tastes. So definitely you can do that. Grab some nuts. Nuts is a quick, easy way to get some brain food, they say. Okay, and coming up after the music, which is Krista Berg, Lady in Red, I'm going to talk about what you are going to be doing to lose your memory, and what kind of habits and what supplements you're taking that can actually affect your memory. So stay in tune for that and enjoy Krista Berg.
Seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. I've never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dance. They're looking for a little romance, given half a chance. I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair. I have been blind, lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, it's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. Seen you shine so bright, you were amazing. Never seen so many people want to be there by your side. And when you turn to me and smile, it took my breath away. I have never had such a feeling of complete and utter love as I do tonight. Lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, it's just you and me. the way you look tonight.
Find us on Radio Garden and sit back and enjoy.
So, what are some of the things that we can do to improve our memory? And I'm also going to be looking at what are some of the things we are doing that will definitely, cause your memory to fail. Possible things that you are doing and supplements you're taking. So, what goes on in that mind of yours, and how to improve your memory is a topic that everybody is, definitely talking about these days. I hear it every day. Oh, why I don't remember these things. Okay, so what's in the stars for you? Let's do Capricorn very quickly. Capricorn, you can't always have clarity of thought, so why worry if your mind seems to be a bit muddled right now? Any cloudiness you feel could be the result of your own self-preservation techniques. Your mind needs a bit of a vacation, and it's looking for a few minutes and moments during the day when it can switch off and simply veg out. Make it easier on yourself by finding that time before the afternoon, even just before turning off the computer or TV, and letting your mind wander a little bit will definitely help you. So what are the bad habits and the stuff that you will do and take to harm your memory? The experts and research and studies say these include poor sleep, lack of sleep, and stress, definitely. Now, I'm saying stress, but tomorrow, we are going to be looking a little bit in detail at what are the things you are doing, and what things definitely harm memory and cause memory failure. So tomorrow we are going to be paying attention to stress a little bit and seeing how stress affects memory, because we are all stressed. Everybody is stressed. Everybody is saying, everyone says every day that I'm so stressed at work, and I'm, so stressed at home, and mummies and grannies, looking after kids. It's getting very, very difficult because, kids are spending more and more time at home. So, they're definitely talking about stress. So how does stress affect memory? Okay, and have you ever related it to your memory? That's the other thing. Okay, so poor sleep, depression, anxiety, drugs, vitamin deficiency, hypothyroidism, that's an underactive thyroid and not an overactive. Hyper is overactive, hypo is under. Excess alcohol use has long been associated with failing memory. So let's go through that again. Poor sleep, stress, which we're going to do a little bit more tomorrow, depression, anxiety, drugs, vitamin deficiencies, hypothyroidism, excess alcohol use. And other possible culprits, in inverted commas, the research and studies say is antidepressants that you may be taking. And almost everybody is depressed these days. And, there's a lot of medication being prescribed for depression. So I don't know what's going on, like sweeties. So, these antidepressants, they can harm your memory. Antihistamines taken, when you have a rash or something. Anti-anxiety medications, muscle relaxants, tranquilizers, and your sleeping pills and pain medications that may be given to you after surgery. Alcohol, like we said, is one of the things that we ingest that can harm memory, but tobacco is also a big culprit, and drug use. Okay, so let's go through that again. Antidepressants, antihistamines, anti-anxiety medications, muscle relaxants, tranquilizers, sleeping pills, pain medication, and tobacco and drug use. That's almost the entire medicine cabinet there for you. And many of you sitting and thinking, oh my goodness, am I going to have to take all these and, throw it away in the bin? Yes, it's a huge bandit of stuff there. But on the other side, take memory loss very seriously. It's not something that you need to you can ignore, because memory is something we use every day, and it can be very, very frustrating if and a lot of time lost if you're looking for the same things over and over again, and you just play something and then you can't find it, or you have to say something to somebody and you just don't know what it is, or you've got to do a task for the day, it's important, you just can't remember what it is. And earlier on I was talking about ways to improve or help you to remember things. But now we are talking about actual supplements that you can take, foods you can take, fruit you can take, drinks that you can have that will improve your memory. And the experts in medical fraternity say you should take memory loss seriously, because it could be spelling out medical problems that you might be having, and especially when you are having stroke, or a more serious problem is tumor, you are definitely, you need to check that out medically. Well, coming up on the music scene is Bachelor Boy by Cliff Richard. Enjoy it.
When I was young, my father said, son, I have something to say. And what he told me I'll never forget until my dying day. He said, son, you are a bachelor boy, and that's the way to stay. Son, you be your bachelor boy until your dying day. When I was 16, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as can be. But I remember just in time what my daddy said to me. He said, son, you are a bachelor boy, and that's the way to stay. Son, you be your bachelor boy until your dying day. I probably will meet a call in love. Then I'll get married, have a wife and a child, and they'll be my turtle dove. But until then, that's the way I'll stay. Happy to be here till my dying day. Yeah, I'll be your bachelor boy, and that's the way I'll stay. Yeah, yeah. Happy to be your bachelor boy until my dying day.
And when you hear Buddha Lounge, that is Ini on the other side of the microphone. Capital, it is the best station to listen to music. We have the best here. And I've put together a whole lot of nice songs from a bit retro. But it's songs that are everlasting, never dying songs, and evergreen songs that everybody every time will pick out and enjoy. But if you are joining me, I want to say thank you to you for listening in, because it's so good to have your company. I love having company in the morning, and especially if you're enjoying the show, drop us a line and tell us that we are doing What's in the Stars for you. Born anytime, in January and a bit of February. This is you. You feed your brain with facts, figures, and ideas. But how often do you actually pay attention to the things you do? So Aquarians, it's time to feed it with love, it says. It's time to entertain ideas about a new romance. Your interest is being piqued by someone whose mind you find terribly interesting. Try to spend more time with this person today if you can, even by video chat. The more in-depth conversations you can have, the faster you will see that this intellectual connection could be a romantic spark. So if you are Aquarian and you're falling in love, good luck with that. And yes, lady of choice, you need to wake up and tell her all about it, and don't shy away, Aquarians. Okay, Pisces, what does Pisces have for today. You'll be full of energy today. To harness it all might be something of a challenge for you, Pisceans. You have many new people and commitments in your life right now, and all of them can benefit from your huge influx of liveliness. You'll be able to tackle everything you need to do and impress everyone you encounter. One person in particular is seeing you in a whole new light. There you go, which could make your social calendar even busier. Maybe a romance on the horizon. Well, it's the beginning of the year. That's all I know. It's 2021 and we've already finished, well, quite a few of the days now, and it's already the 6th of Jan. So yes, this year is flying by, and we are doing all sorts of things that we need to do to improve ourselves and our skills. And memory it is, and tomorrow we are going to be doing a little bit more about what are the things you're doing to harm your memory. Today it's all about improving your memory and how you can remember things better. Okay, and coming up on the music scene now, I've got Coldplay, Adventure of a Lifetime.
Turn your magic on with me, she'd say. Everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told me. Turn your magic on. Everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds. I feel my heart beating.
Okay, so if you didn't catch those sun signs for today, I'm sorry, we just finished with it. But never mind, you can catch some tomorrow and what the stars have to say about you. And we're also going to be doing numerology compatibility readings next week, starting on Monday. So keep, that in mind and stay in tune and tune in for compatibility readings. If you want a compatibility reading, be sure to listen in, and I can tell you how to get a free reading. One listener will definitely get a free reading, and we'll do one every single day. So there you go. Okay, and we're talking about improving memory. So some of the stuff that we put into our bodies can actually harm memory. But what do the experts say? Eat less added sugar. Eating too much of added sugar has been linked to many health issues and chronic diseases, including cognitive decline. And try fish oil supplements and make time for meditation. That's a good one, because a lot of people are actually going for meditation classes now. And if you can't go for meditation class because of the lockdown levels and because of social distancing and stuff like that, you can do meditation at home. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that you can use to help you with this. Maintain a healthy weight as well. The experts say practice mindfulness and drink, lots and lots of fluids, and train your brain. There are lots of train brain games and websites that will give you train your brain games. And some research says that this can help, and these games definitely help, and some research says it doesn't help. So that's totally up to you and what you'd like to do with that. But personally, I have definitely honed into Lumosity, train your brain. I have really, really benefited from that. I must say, my averages have been going up and up and up, and scores, and I can't see how it's affected and harmed my memory in any way. So most definitely, I think that if you want to improve your memory, go in and do some of the train your brain games, because that also prevents Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. It's been linked to that the more active your brain is as you age, the less likely it is that you will land up getting Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Okay, and the other thing is get some sleep. Researchers have long known that sleep is a very, very important thing for the body to do. So if you are trying to learn something and you're really, really battling to learn it, just take a small sleep and or just, close your eyes for a few minutes. In 2014, several studies were done in 2014 to show the value of sleep, and especially in mice. And it was found that sleep-deprived mice showed less dendrite growth, and dendrites are very important in passing information in the brain and memorizing things. So the next time you're struggling to learn new information, consider getting a good sleep or a good night's sleep, and you should, learn better and definitely remember things better. Coming up will be the news headlines just now, so don't go too far away, because we are going to be doing that. And we've got, a little more music for you, absolutely lovely music coming up. And right now is Commodores and Night Shift, and coming up after that is Conor Maynard and Hate How Much I Love You.
So you can see what's going on.
foods for memory. What are they? Okay, that's interesting because a lot of this, the stuff that research has brought up is on my guilty list too. I'm sure I've overdone it on a couple of these, but diet sodas and drinks with artificial sweetness, and a lot of people are on artificial sweetness recently because everybody is complaining of being overweight, and it seems like foods are getting us to be fatter and bigger by the day. So a lot of people are going on to artificial sweeteners, and if you are one of them, definitely that's the worst food for your memory, or it's on the list, and that's what my research has brought up: diet sodas and drinks with artificial sweetness. French fries and other fried foods is another thing on the list, and donuts. Oh dear, okay. If you are one of them who just like to pick out on donuts on the weekend, I'm sorry, donuts is not on the good list with the fruit and the vegetables. But donuts definitely, we are going to be doing the veggies after this, the list of veggies that you need to get. Broccoli was one of them, from what I remember. But donuts is no, and white bread and white rice. Okay, so a lot of us may be guilty on that front. And red meat is highlighted actually because researchers say red meat is no good for your memory. And the next on the list is butter and full fat cheese. Okay, all right. So if you like a lot of cheese and butter bread and cheese is your favorite breakfast, you need to get rid of that one. Okay, and swordfish and hahi tuna apparently are two fish that you shouldn't eat if you need to have a good memory. And bottled dressings, marinades, and syrups. Okay, I'm a good one on that because I don't take any of that. So there you go. And okay, and that makes me on the list for having a better memory. So, okay, so I think that a lot of us are guilty on overdoing a few of the above. But tomorrow we are going to talk about stress, and stress definitely affects memory. How does it affect memory? So, a lot of people are under stress now, and we should look at that more seriously, they say. And we also talk about other things, foods as well. We're going to do a little bit in detail on how it affects memory, because it's the latest buzz. People are saying they don't know why they can't remember things. But it's a new year, so we will still have change or time to change our habits. So you know what, let's take a decision on this. 2021 is already here, 6 days today, so we can all definitely look in the mirror and change this. Coming up, more music, and as I said, I've got a brilliant lineup: Westlife, Dolly Parton, Celine Dion, and now Conor Maynard, Hate How Much I Love You.
I crashed my car the other day, too busy thinking about your face, even though I just saw you yesterday. Yeah, it's a hazard to my health, I don't do nothing for myself. You make me turn up late for work again. Ooh, yeah, I'm talking about you, yeah. To all of my friends left the room, yeah. They won't call back. Oh, I hate how much I love you, and I hate how much I care. I spend all of my money and all my time, 'cause I hate, I love, I do. I hate how much I love you. Ooh. Yeah, I hate how much I love you. Ooh. I hate how much I love you. I emptied out my bank account just so that I could take you out to somewhere that you've never been before. And I told my friends 1,000 lies so I could be with you tonight. They don't believe a word I say no more. Ooh, yeah, I'm talking about you, yeah. I told myself I wouldn't fall, but I broke my own. Ooh, yeah, I can't come back. Oh, I hate how much I love you, and I hate how much I care. I spend all of my money and all my time, 'cause I hate, I love, I do. much I love you. Yeah, hey, how much I love you. I hate how much I love you, yeah. When you're not around me, I swear I got nothing to do, yeah. It's making me wonder what I did before I had you, yeah. I can't go back. Oh, I hate how much I love you, I love you. And I hate how much I care, I care. I spend all of my money and all my time, 'cause I hate, I love, I do. I hate how much I love you. Yeah, hate how much I love you. I hate how much I love you. I hate how much I love you. I hate how much I love you.
The More Music Station, Capital 88.1 FM.
So, when you are losing your memory, it might be a sign that you are getting Alzheimer's disease, and a debilitating disease that is, and it can be quite, sad when people get Alzheimer's. But what are the signs? Because the first sign is memory loss, and that is a huge thing because it disrupts life completely. Daily life is completely gone, and memory loss associated with Alzheimer's is not good because, you can be a danger to yourself. You may forget, putting on the stove and you leave the stove on or whatever. And, and the memory loss that is associated with that is challenges in planning and solving problems, difficulty in completing, familiar tasks, like you'd forget how to dress up, and, confusion with time and place, and definitely a trouble understanding visual material and images and spatial relationships as well, and new problems, with words in speaking and writing, is something that, Alzheimer's disease patients will definitely get. So the doctors are saying, look, if you are getting memory loss, because we're talking about memory loss and how to improve memory and how to remember things that, you tend to forget, or how to help you to remember them. So Alzheimer's, is linked with memory loss, and medical fraternity warns about that and says, if you are suddenly finding a dip in memory and you're not remembering things too well, don't take it lightly. You should go and have it checked out because it could be an early sign of Alzheimer's disease. Don't forget, we've got news headlines coming up a little later.
It's all wrong, but it's all right. The amber sunset glow has died. My needs are very much alive. Is it okay if I stop by? It's all wrong, but it's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and hold me tight. Tell me sexy love and lies. It's all wrong, but it's all right. It may be wrong if we make love, but I just need someone so much. And who knows, it might last for life. It's all wrong, but it's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and hold me tight. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and fantasize. Tell me sexy lies. It's all wrong, but it's all right. It's all wrong, but it's all right. Just close your eyes and hold tight. Tell me
I remember all my life raining down as cold as ice. Shadows of a man, a face through a window, crying in the night. The night goes into morning, just another day. Happy people pass my way. Looking in their eyes, I see a memory. I never realized how happy you made me. Oh man, well, you came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away. Oh man, well, you kissed me and stopped me from shaking, and I need you today. Oh Mandy. I'm standing on the edge of time. I walked away when love was mine. Caught up in a world, uphill climbing. Tears are on my mind. Nothing is rhyming, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away, oh Mandy. You kissed me and stopped me from shaking, and I need you today, oh Mandy. Yesterday's a dream. I face the morning, crying on the breeze. The pain is calling, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away, oh Mandy. Will you kiss me and stop me from shaking? And I need you today, oh Mandy. Will you came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away, oh Mandy. Will you kiss me and stop me from shaking? And I need you. Won't you listen to what I gotta say? Oh baby, don't you let me throw it all away. Oh baby, won't you listen to what I gotta say? And I need you today, oh Mandy.
Capital 88.1 FM.
Have you been told that vitamin D can boost your memory? Because if you have been told that, the experts say that learning and decision making in older adults, how much is too much? A unique study found that overweight and obese older women who took more than 3 times the recommended daily dose of vitamin D showed improvements in memory and learning, but also had slower reaction times. So perhaps that is not the answer to solving the problem about memory. So tomorrow we are going to be doing memory and stress and how it affects memory. So please tune in to that. And if anyone wants the COVID-19 home remedies, you can also stay in tune, because I'm going to repeat that before I leave this afternoon. And coming up now is Celine Dion. So this is Christmas. And after that, we're going to have the news headlines.
And what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, the rich and the poor ones. The war is so long, and so happy Christmas for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas, we hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. The very Merry And so this is Christmas, and what have we done? Another year over, a new one just begun.
capitalradio.co.za. Everywhere you go.
And now we have the news headlights. A cancelled meeting, delays and secrecy inside South Africa's efforts to procure COVID-19 vaccine doses. Tilly Mafia revenge murders, violent retribution seen as Robin Hood deeds by some. Ex-South African rugby vice president Moleki George dies of COVID-19. Beer industry pleads with Ramaphosa to lift ban as it struggles to survive. No plans for new cigarette sales bans, but government insists on appealing ruling. Mabuyane slams misinformation of bed and oxygen shortages in Eastern Cape. Why was Teddy Mafia still out there despite being known as a drug dealer? Becky Tsere asks. And Melanie Furfoot asks, why don't we have a vaccine as yet? So it's come to the end of my stint here at Capitol with you, and I hope that you enjoyed the playlist for today. And join me tomorrow, definitely, because we are looking again at memory and a little bit more about what can affect memory and those things that you guys are indulging in and taking that is no good for memory. And I'm sure everybody wants to know that, because the buzzword is memory, and why is my memory failing, and why am I unable to remember things that I used to remember? And even the young ones are complaining. So there you go. It's time to love you and leave you. And as usual, I'd like to leave you with a thought for the day. And today, I'd like to say distance is the best way to demonstrate the meaning of closeness. Guys, be safe and sanitize and wear your masks all the time. And it's goodbye from me, Ini, Capital Radio, and All Things Considered. And be sure to join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And as you know, it's weekdays. Every day on the weekday, I will join you. So bye and be good.
Looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me? My drop tops in the parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot, but we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me, dance with me?
I can see you over there, just chilling with your girlfriends. Can't believe you're by yourself. You should be here with me, chilling with me, drinking with me, freaking with me. Oh, 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 oh,
I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me?
My drop tops in the parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot, baby.
Time to rock, so would you dance with me, dance with me?
I can see it in your eyes that you're looking at the time. You wanna leave this party, and I know you wanna leave with me. To chill with me, to drink with me, to freak with me. Oh, baby, oh.
Looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me,
And I really want you to get close to me.
so would you dance with me, dance with me?
My drop tops in the parking lot, and I wanna take you.
To my spot, but we still got a little more
Would you
time
dance
to
with me?
rock. So would you
Baby, would you
dance with
dance
me,
with me?
dance with me? I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me? My drop tops in the parking lot, and I wanna take you back to my spot, but we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me?
Everybody sing along.
If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sexy and you know it, and you really wanna show it. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah.
I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me? My drop tops out parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot, but we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me? Come on! I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me? My drop tops in the parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot, but we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me, dance with me? I see you looking at me, I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me, dance with me? My drop tops in the parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot, but we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me, dance with me? I see you looking at me. I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me? Dance with me. My drop tops in the parking lot, and I'm gonna take you back to my spot. But we still got a little more time to rock. So would you dance with me? Dance with me. I see you looking at me. I can tell by your eyes that you're feeling me, and I really want you to get close to me. So would you dance with me? Dance with me. Try to write a special song, a love song just for you, to explain the way you make me feel inside. Though the meaning may be simple and the words may not be new, I couldn't make it clearer if I tried. Try